Fourth video of the night. I might have to make this one short and sweet due to time constraints. Lost 45. Let's go to Billboard's Hot 100. This one from 1962. Let me bring that up for you. The date. The date of this Billboard is March the 10th, 1962. Top 5 hits from that week in 1962. Let Me In by The Sensations. Don't Break the Heart That Loves You by Connie Francis at number 4, up from 13 previous week. Midnight in Moscow by Kenny Ball and his Jasmine at number 3, up from number 8. Duke of Earl by Gene Chandler at number 2, down from number 1. And Hey Baby by Bruce Chanel with his harmonica at number 1, up from number 2 the previous week. But let's Crying in the Rain by the Everlys at number 6, one of their best records. But let's go all the way down to, I believe it's song number 80. Getting deep into Billboard's Hot 100. Oh my goodness. I'll find it. Here it is. Number 87, rather. Up from number 88. Definitely a lost 45. Hank Ballard. Do you know how to twist? Yes, indeed. Hank Ballard. Hank Ballard and the Midnighters. Hank Ballard. One of the most risque acts of all time. As a matter of fact, I know a fellow who saw Hank Ballard and the Midnighters live. Their live show. And it was a pretty lewd act. I can't get into the details of it, but considering that this was in the 50s and early 60s, they were really over the top. Some of their records even being banned on the radio. They started out. Hank Ballard joined a group called the Royals back in 1953, and they came out with a they hit the ground running as far as the risque lyrics is concerned. They came out with a song called "Get It." Doesn't leave too much for the imagination. Well, anyway, some of the radio stations said, we're not playing this. This is more for people like Alan Freed or somebody who'd take a chance to play this record. But they came out with, well, actually they changed their name. They went from there was a group called the Five Royals. They didn't want to get confused with the Five Royals, have a conflict with having the same name, so they changed to Hank Ballard and the Midnighters. And they were off the Federal record label back in the mid-50s. Then the R&B hits, Work With Me, Annie. Annie had a baby. Oh, that was over the top. Back in the mid-50s. You're sitting there at home with your record player. You might be listening to a 45 or 78. You didn't want your parents to catch you listening to these records. Believe me. You didn't want your aunt or your uncles walking in on you while you're listening to these records. Why are you listening to that? Oh my God, that is so dirty. What's happened to you, son? Juvenile delinquent? I know, you're thinking to yourself, that's ridiculous. This is so tame by today's standards. Well, yeah, that's true. But back in the mid-50s, boy, this was something else. They had a second coming in the late 50s. Hank Ballard and the Midnighters, they switched to the King record label. Let's Go, Let's Go, Let's Go, Let's Go. One of their big hits back in 1960, they did the twist. But the twist was not a hit for Hank Ballard and the Midnighters. And one of the reasons for that was that the head of King Records, his name was Henry Glover. He much preferred the record Teardrops on Your Letter. He wanted them to release that song as the single, the hit single. Hank Ballard thought the twist was the hit single. This is the hit single, but Henry Glover said, no, I want you to put this song out because I wrote it. Henry Glover wrote Teardrops on Your Letter. So that was their comeback record back around 1950, 1960, but the twist became a hit for Chubby Checker later on. And anyway, this record on Billboard's Hot 100 in 1962, Do You Know How to Twist? One of the runner-ups. Well, this is part of the twist craze. The twist being released in 1960 and re-released in 1961 as some of the adults started to get into the twist. It's been said that they even did a twist at a party at the White House. John F. Kennedy. That's the legend. Might be true. Hank Ballard's Do You Know How to Twist at number 87 on Billboard's Hot 100 of March the 10th. March the 10th, 1962. Number 87. It peaked at 87. That's it. It's done. This one really fell through the cracks. But it was on Billboard's Hot 100 for 4 weeks, 1 month. Hank Ballard and the Midnighters still kicking it on Billboard in 1960.